Yo, 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 big up to everybody watching. It's your boy, MarkN MUFC fan, and you know what it is, guys. Smash the likes and subscribe. It's the watch along, guys, as we get ready for Man United's preseason game against none other than Fiorentina. David De Gea, guys, 1 second. David De Gea will be present. He is in goal for the opposing team. Man United starting lineup, and as they present Matthias Cunha, of course, ticket giveaway yesterday. Tickets are there. Photos are coming in from the winner. Big up to Frankie Sesko. Glory, glory, Man United in the building, my brother. How are you doing today, bro? I hope you're having a good one. I hope you're enjoying it because you know what, guys? It's interesting times. Mateus Cunha was just presented. Diego Leon is now about to present it, number 35 this season. And they got two more players to make their walkout on the pitch. Up next, Byron Umbumo, number 19. Brian Umbumo is presented. Guys, it's getting interesting. Sesko, Benjamin Sheshko. What did I tell you? Our new striker, 6'5", of muscle, pace, power, pure ability, and a shot from the left and right that could be quick. It could be dangerous. It could come from the outside. But Benjamin Sesko, guys, in the building. And the fans are loving him. Loving him. Yo, guys, I forgot that I was in row 4. I'm 4 rows from the pitch. The winner of those match tickets is gonna have a great watch today. 4 rows from the pitch. You can't get better than that, guys. Shout outs to Connor. De Gea, captain of Fiorentina. Bruno, captain of Manchester United, as they walk out onto the pitch. The starting lineup: Ahmad, Mason Mount, Eden Haven, wearing the number 26 this season. Lenny Yoro, Casemiro, Dorgu, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire in the number 5. And Brian Umbumo. David De Gea is in goal for Fiorentina. Kubasi. Big up to Jack Reacher. Can't watch prime time depending on my fellow MU flunkies. Bro, I will be giving you ball-to-ball games. You know how your boy does the watch-alongs? I'll be giving you play-by-play, ball-by-ball. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. David De Gea presented with a plaque from Bruno, his buddy. Oh, DVD. DVD. Guys, I won't lie to you. I miss DVD, man. Can't lie, bro. He fought in goal for United. Of course, he had a poor season, but yeah, man. DVD, guys. $100%. Guys, it's about to kick off. Young David De Gea, his daughter, is still on the pitch. She's walking to the half line to take the photograph as the mascot. She don't want to lead the pitch, yes? So, I'm playing too. Guys, how are you feeling this morning? It's nice Saturday, good weather. Man United Stadium is packed to capacity. Man United in red, Fiorentina in their white kit. And the Man United fans, they're singing Take Me Home, as you know. To Old Trafford, take me home to Old United Road. Short sleeves and red kits, guys. And this kit has got the United logo. Dearly give suicide to the offender, still haven't learned to pass sad. Bro, I think I need to reset my feed. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm here. I haven't gone anywhere yet. What minute are you on, Jack? Why is my camera like that? Wild. That is wild. 1 second, Jack. Huh? Guys, I don't know why my camera is doing this madness. Hold on. What the hell? Guys, I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. Okay. The rotation is back, guys. My apologies. That's crazy. Man United have triggered the press. David De Gea gets the play restarted. Ball moves out for goalie. It's almost intercepted by Ahmad there. Well won there by Harry Maguire there. Bruno back to even Aiden Heaven. Back all the way back to Bayern there. Bayern there sprays it out to Lenny Euro. Lenny Euro looks for the pass forward to Ahmad, to Brandon Bumo. Takes a touch, lays it off to Ahmad. Back to Lenny Euro. Lenny Euro looking for the pass. Who's coming? Who's open? Casemiro takes it back to Lenny Euro. Maguire sprays it up to the midfield to Cunha. Cunha touches it back to Mbumo. Mbumo loses the ball. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, so Ranieri, who is actually the club captain, gave the captain's armband to De Gea today. Mason Mount makes a good close down there. Leniero gives the ball back as actually Mbumo lets the ball run past straight into the thing. Oh, big up to you, Jack. Oh, header comes in from Moise Keane over the bar. Brian Umbremo loses the ball. Looks a little top heavy in the moment. Maybe he's not up to full fitness yet. Match fitness, I should say. Fiorentina takes a throw in their half of the pitch. Ball goes all the way back to De Gea. David De Gea on the ball. Looks for a pass that's on. Big up to Nero in the building. Nero! Holjon is not on the pitch today. Yeah. Interesting times, Jack. Ranieri goes long all the way to Bayern there. Big up. Big up to everyone in the building from Nero, guys. Nero, how you feeling about the transfer summer, bro? We haven't spoken, but I told you about Sesko. He's here. What do you think? Baliba is looking to be next. I tell everyone 90 million. Some people are still saying 100, but we'll see how it goes. And Bumo is here. I told everyone 70 plus. Everyone said, nah. A foul by Mouse Keane on Heaven. Bruno, Heaven, Casemiro, Cunha, Mason Mount blocked off by Pravicic. Nah, Nero, Nero, you see that last part there? Let me leave that until January, broski. Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need the team to gel. Not go and gel in a minute. Them fellas not just go and start playing well immediately. You know what I mean? Ahmad wins the ball, but a foul is called. Says Ahmad tackled from behind. Patrick Dorgu chasing. Dodo here on the wing. Well winning, well won by Dorgu. Corner to Fiorentina. So far, so good, Jack. Yeah, it's been a decent performance so far. Not the best. I still think in Boomo and Cunha, what they're doing, it's still taking some getting used to for the other players, learning their movements. I think the moment we get a hang of their movements in the team and where the ball should go, maybe it should be going to Ahmad a little bit more and then giving them time to make runs and make their. Oh, goal! 1-0. 1-0 Fiorentina. The ball dropped in the middle of the box and he just side footed it home. Everyone's everyone's ball watching. No one at the back post. Bro, everybody go on their post, bro. Oh, 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 Ahmad. Can I just tap it back for Cunha there, bro? Come on, Ahmad. Ahmad is on the ball. Yeah, but bro, move or not, with that man with all the time in the world to take down the ball, he really take down the ball there. You can't stop that as our goalkeeper, bro. Low and hard. That is impossible to stop, bro. It's a preseason friendly. I'm not too stressed. Dog who push the man. Unbelievable. Yo, go sons, take out a man there, bro. Moist key you offside like you always are. Always. Bro, Ahmad need to make better decisions. He should have never shoot that ball. The man have Cunha behind him and still try to shoot to nowhere. To no angle. Better decision making. Players need to make better decisions. I critical this game because the season starts next week. Ball forward to Cunha. Come on, Cunha. Driving. Ball to Dogu. Back to Cunha. Ball to Bruno. Back out to Dogu. Back to him. Back to Dogu. Cross into the box. Oh! Mason Mount can't bring it under control. As usual. Mason Mount. They're trying to say Mason Mount closing down players is the best part of his game today. But yeah, but I need a man to score goals. He could get the ball in the box. Good thing Sesko is coming in. Yo, come on, doggo. Give him it. Doggo! Oh my god, doggo. Oh my god! I can't believe what kind of rubbish. Hey, hey, hey. This guy had weights in his boots, bro. He had weights in his boots, bro. He was supposed to pass it. Yeah, Cunha kind of kill his space there with that run to the corner trying to get out wide. But dog, when he received that ball there, if you know he wasn't going, she was supposed to make a pass one time, not just dump it backwards softly, bro. Come on, Jacko, you're taking the piss now, bro. A little mash toe, bro. Maguire mashed your toe by accident, Jacko. You wanna cry? Do you wanna cry, Ednan? My God. My God. These some of these players nowadays, bro. Someone mashes your toe and you want to cry to the referee, yellow card. It's a it's a preseason. Your toe got stepped on. You're not gonna die. What's going on with these guys? How are they so soft, bro? He's probably in his LeBron era. Manakin in his LeBron era, bro. What? Yeah, bro. I guess. I guess. Well, I mean, bro, men them mad because men playing a little bit. I don't understand what Man United doing right now, guys. Telling you. Yo, guys, I wouldn't lie to y'all, eh? Man United looking much more competent than they were last season to be 100%, but we're not connecting very well in this game so far. It's just the first half, first 16 minutes. Yeah, I don't like this non-striker lineup that Ruben Amorim display. Whenever you play this non-striker lineup, we don't really look like we have a focal point. Yeah, and people can say what they want about Rasmus Højlund. The two games he played that he started, we look 10 times better, more organized, more competent. I don't understand it, guys. But Sesko ain't coming. We supposed to see plenty Sesko starting, you know? That's my thinking. Yo, Mason Mount. I don't know, boy. Mason Mount, boy. Hey, this guy. This guy, bro. Ahmad is on the run, guys. Sorry about that. I was just trying to fix the cameras. And boom was there. Goes down. Foul. Free kick, Man United. Oh, so close, guys. What the? F- 1-1 United. Bro, I don't know what's going on with the screen, bro.
No, it's not rating you still. It's upside
I
down
don't
though.
refresh my phone. Hold the phone down. I'll be right back.
Alright, no problem. No problem. Um yeah. Like whilst I was messing around with you, we scored a goal. Um somebody tell me who scored because I missed it. I literally missed it. Oh, it's an own goal. Okay. Well, we're trying a thing. We're back in the game. Obviously, big up to everyone in the chat. Obviously, Mark was highlighting that in his opinion, we miss Rasmus Højlund. I mean, I don't think we miss that guy. I think we just miss having a proper striker at Old Trafford. Hence the reason why we purchased the likes of Benjamin Sesko, Mateus Cunha, and Brian Mbeumo. I think this regime is going down the right path in terms of getting the proper attacking quartet into the club. And I'm not buying into all of this hyperbole about we need him just in case of injuries, because I put it to you that all of last season it was like playing with 10 men. So you have to think about it, right? If the other teams have better work rate than you, and then one player's non-existent like every single game, no matter what, yeah, then it's going to cause injuries. Realistically, it's going to cause more injuries because the players have to work 10 times harder because you have a brother that is just not in the game at all. And whilst people can just say, oh yeah, well, he didn't get this pass and that pass, but what about the work rate? What about the performances even without the goals? Like all of that was non-existent. Like say what you like about Xerxes, whether you think he's a striker or not, but when that brother plays up front, he at least displays a performance, a level of performance that I can get on board with. Fair enough, we want more goals because a striker's currency is goals. But if you give me a performance, I'll be less on your back than on your back. And that's just my 2 pennies.
And Boomo is going forward right now, guys. I'm out on it. Back to cross. Corner Man United.
Right, my
1 second, guys. Hold on.
my MUFC channel's moving funny right now. It's moving like an already. Alright. Alright then. I'm gonna have to look for another channel. I should have really set this up all time ago. But yeah, big up to everyone in the chat. Obviously, did they unveil Sesko, because I missed the start of the game. By any chance, if anyone can let me know whether they unveiled Sesko or not. Um, what am I doing? Hopefully we'll turn this whole game around and give them a bitch slapping like never before. That's what it's all about. Winning. Winning is like the currency of everything. Like we don't play games to lose, we play games to win, friendly or not. You know what I mean? This is Manchester United. You have to sort of carry that energy wherever you go. It's just ingrained in us that we go out there and our aim is to win, you know? Represent that badge. That's why when I see players going out there and not giving any effort, like one game to two games is excusable. But when you have a catalogue seasons worth of poor performances, we have to find a way to evict you from the club. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, bro, right now we're playing the preseason. And right now, the, the two signings slowly getting themselves into the game. Because they was losing the ball for the most of the first half.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time before they click and start to get a rhythm into what they're doing. But by the time they get that rhythm, I expect them to be cooking all over the place.
Yeah, well, I expect them to do well. I just saying a lot of fans probably think it's going to be like whoosh wang wang, you know? And in 2-2s, everybody going to be doing expect, it's going to be amazing stuff, started 5-0s and all these things now, broski. You know what I mean? And I just don't want them to be mad, bro.
Man, the thing is, man will be mad regardless. Like the first time we get a draw, people are gonna be upset. That's just the expectation of Manchester United fans, and I'm not gonna take that away from them. It is what it is. You know what I mean? A draw is like, how can I say this? A draw is like treason. A draw is like you're making moves on the king's life. You know what I mean? Draws will not be tolerated. Yeah, so I can kind of understand high expectations um from a certain standpoint. Yeah, like we should have high expectations. That's the only way we put pressure on the club to make things right because they're the ones who have brought us to where we was at last season. But sometimes you have to go a bit backwards to come forward. Has Sir Jim brought us forward? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. I can't say for sure, but I can say that if we start getting people like Baleba and people of that nature, then we're definitely going in the right direction. But yeah, big up the chat, man.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I just think that it's one of those things, bro. We have to have our expectations, but we also have to understand that it's not like a program. You can't enter coefficients and variables and hit enter and it go and just work seamlessly, consistently in that order. You know what I mean?
I
So
mean, you
this
see
new
the thing is,
season, with the
yeah.
new players come in, is one of those things where I look at it from a perspective where, yeah, I would love to say that, I would love to say it in such a way that, yeah, I expect the best from this team, but I actually don't know what is the best that this team can give me. Because really and truly, Yeah, we bring in some good quality talent, but what that talent go and do when it mix and mingle with the talent that we have, what chemistry go and become of that, it go and take time. So all this
Yeah.
expectation and talk on 10 games and we had to see performance from the off and we had to start well and all these sorts of things. We could talk about this next season when all these players been together for a year, played together, understand what they could do, what these players like, what each other want and think. They're not gonna understand that in preseason, bro. Let's be honest. You know what I mean?
No, I never expected anything from preseason. For me, preseason is just a fitness exercise, you know. You get to know your teammates, you get to like go shopping with them and do other stuff that you might not do in the UK. You get to form certain relationships because I think I was watching an interview with some of our ex players, and a lot of them were saying that they didn't become friends until they went away together on a pre-season tour. So they played together as colleagues. You know, you play your football, you do your training, you go home and whatnot. But then when you go away on those work trips and you have to stay in a hotel together, a room together, maybe you guys are going to link up and go out together because the city that you've gone to, you don't really know no one there. So you don't really want to go shopping by yourself, or you don't want to go to a wherever, a bar or whatever they do to have fun by themselves, a restaurant. So you might pick someone to go with. You might not know them very well, but you know these are where these relationships are formed. Yeah, pre-season. So yeah, these guys are, like I say, these guys are just getting to know each other, and it's a good look, bro. It's a good look because the closer this team gets together, the better it will be, the better the communication will be, the better the performances will be on the pitch. And to be honest with you, that's all that matters, really. Like the performances on the pitch. All this individualism that we were seeing last year, where Garnacho was bypassing Dorgu and forgetting that he was there when easily you could do a little link up and then you could be a bit more effective in the final third by passing the ball to the centre forward. But these men didn't really want to do that. So and it weren't just Garnacho. There was a good few of them, and I believe that the club has now slowly
Your
started to
mic,
cleanse. What
hey,
did you say? Yo,
your mic, you need some
your
madness, bro. You need to
your
reset.
mic.
Reset
Your,
and come back in.
all right, cool. Your mic sounding like it's underwater.
It's my own. It's me.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah,
Then I
yeah.
say it. Then
You're all right. Cool. You're sounding like you're underwater, bro. But yeah, big up to everyone in the chat. Anyway, yeah, Man United. I think we could really surprise some teams coming into this season. To be honest with you, I think we could literally surprise some teams. Now, a lot of these teams, they're not respecting us from the start, and that's what we want. You know, we want a lack of respect. We want you to leave your defenders on the halfway line. We want you to try and put pressure on us because you think our
better now.
keeper's rubbish. Say that again, bro.
You can hear me now.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, cool.
Yeah, as I was saying, we want you to put pressure on us because you think our keeper's rubbish. But the minute we grab the ball back off you and we go, now you're sounding like you're underwater again, bro.
Bro, I think I need to do. I need to restart my phone, bro. I'll be right back.
All right, cool. Yeah, so as I was saying, the minute that we take that ball back off you after all of that consistent pressure and we go down the other end, or there's a ball over the top, you got some hungry man there, you know. You got some super saiyans charged up. You got some warlords, yeah, in the final third. We never had that last season. That's why we scored 40, I think it was like 43 goals in the league, yeah. We only scored that amount of goals in the league is because we didn't have no bona fide killers. We didn't have no contract for hire killers over there. Yeah, we had like we had some guys who were ready for war, but they're running around with butter knives, trying to stab people with butter knives. That's what they were trying to do, bro. Now, like, we've got a terrifying front three, bruv. If you can think of all these brothers that you see in horror films, like the likes of like a Freddy Krueger or like a Jason, like, people that will make it really gory for the opposition. Like, we got people like that now. Yeah, we got people like that. Like, these teams, they better be scared of us. They better be. If they're not showing us that respect, we'll force them to. We'll force them. You know what I mean? But yeah, big up the whole chat, bro. I'm looking forward to this season, bro. I've been telling Mark that, yeah, I'm definitely going to make more of an effort to go to Old Trafford because when you start signing the players that we're signing, it gasses you up. Do you know what I mean? It gasses you up as a fan. You're like, rah, what? We signed Sesko. We signed Cunha. We signed, um, we're going to sign Baliba. Like, no way, bro. In Buemo. Like, yeah, we're moving. Talks of Donnarumma. If we don't get Donnarumma, we can go get Costa next season. Mad thing.
Bro,
Listen,
let me talk. Let me focus on what's going on in the game. I don't know if you're watching the game, but you could talk about next season. Next season, it's game time.
I was just talking because I'm waiting for you to come back.
Bro, my phone doing
With
a
all your
madness today,
refreshing.
bro. I don't know what's going on with my phone right now.
Yeah, it's German tax.
Bro, it's more than German tax, bro.
Okay,
My
it's
phone
Trini
never
tax.
just get trouble, bro. I just always stream from my phone for the longest while and nothing is no issues.
Mm.
So my phone moving mad right now is wild.
No, hey, so how you feel about the game so far?
It's okay. Don't really. I mean, when I say it, yeah, it's a friendly. We at Old Trafford. Yeah, it's a kick about for the fans. Normally, you would expect United to go there and deal with a team and dismantle them, score a couple goals, and take a piss. Yeah,
Mm.
but this is not our Man United team. This is not our Man United team.
I don't think he put out.
We not in that mode yet. We didn't spend enough time as a team playing
Yeah.
together under our manager to play that kind of way that you expect United to play. If you understand what I mean.
Mm.
2 years on that manager is not enough time to get a team to play a certain way, bro. Like a default setting. That manager had to be there 2, 3 seasons, 4 seasons, 5 seasons. Look at Arsenal, yeah? Arsenal fans complaining that when they see Arsenal play, it's like the same thing over and over. We ain't
Mm.
even get to that stage yet. We hoping for that, if you understand what I mean.
Mm.
Like you
But
just know what you go and get
I
from
can under,
United.
I can kind of understand their pain because I think once they cleared out the Aubameyangs and all of that, there was one season where their football was actually quite silky. Then the following season after that, it went to set place kings and all of that. So I can see why their man are pissed off because
Bro,
they
it's been
went from
five
playing.
years or 6 years since Young gone and then win a title, bro. Five
Yeah,
seasons since Young gone.
yeah, I can see why they're pissed off still. I can see. I can't even act like it. But it's good for us, isn't it? Because we want them to keep that manager so he can carry on going down the Bolton route and he can play football like Stoke. Carry on, mate. We love it.
No, well, look at this is how some people feel about it about currently with Amarim. I mean, I can't say I disagree with them completely. I can't say I don't agree with them because it's preseason. I expect the manager to make some experiments, but next week is the opening game of the season, and you playing a team without a striker. You understand what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, but they're getting rid of him. That's why he ain't playing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, whether or not they get rid of him,
And Xerxes isn't.
play
So,
another
so
man who actually go and play the similar role because
well
Sesko
then,
watching this and I don't know what he thinking. You
it doesn't
understand?
matter what he's thinking. He's signed right now. It don't matter.
Yeah, he done sign, but it's like this team looking lost, bro.
Yeah, because they need Sesko to come in there and uplift them. That's what they need. They need Sesko power. Yeah. So Sesko's got
I'm
the
not so
food that
jokey, but
Sesko's got the food that we need, mate. I don't know if it's me, but for a second there, felt like I heard the game in the background.
probably I don't know. I don't know, but I not too excited by this performance. I'm not disappointed by it, to be honest. I just it's whatever. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, at the end of the day, all you want is a performance in preseason. I mean, the result is the result, but a performance is what we want to see, especially when we're playing at home. A little something for the home fans before the kickoff to the season, really. But it is what it is at the end of the day. I will take a 3-1 or a 4-1 loss here as long as we go and bitch slap Arsenal. 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, like I look at it from a perspective where I would take this performance over a lot of different things. I would accept what I seen here. I mean, at the end of the day, last season was really terrible, you know. But at the same time, like I not go and get myself. I like these signings we make, but like to say like okay, I see people saying with the signings we make, if the manager don't get top for the season, sack him. I'm mad see. Even if we get believer, we could still fall short. If you understand what I'm saying,
Yeah, we can still fall short because
because
I
this
think
team
you
it had
can't
no chemistry.
underestimate
This
and you
team
can't underestimate the strength of the other teams as well. We still need
forget
to.
other teams. We're not even talking about that yet. We team is not a team yet. Men can't kick a ball for 6 weeks, 9 weeks, and there's a team that in no reality that has happened, bro. You understand? And when you have 4 or 5 men coming in to start in a team, brother, you got real chemistry to work on there, bro. You understand what I'm saying? You got real chemistry to work on there.
Mm,
Because our team in real flux right now, bro. Because put it like this, right? Let me just say yeah, there was selling Rasmus Højlund. So he not
mm.
playing today. You don't have a striker to play the way you want to play with a striker for the striker who above who coming in to sit down and watch the game and say, "Oh, I seen where he's supposed to do better. I seen where I supposed to do this, where he doing that, and I supposed to do this and that." You understand?
I
And
mean, I
these is the
disagree with that,
things,
but
and these is the things for me that just make it seem weird
I
because
disagree with all that. I
at the end
don't
of the
agree with
day,
that.
you could say you disagree with that, but the reality dictates. that
What's that
realistically,
based off? Xerxes is injured, yeah, so he's injured, right? He's not
yeah, I'm
fit.
not talking about I'm not
Sesko,
talking about that, bro. That
yeah, but
I not
you're
even
talking about
you focus on a player. I'm not even talking about the player. I'm not even business with whether or not I'm not even
but
business with if Rasmus fit or available or not. You don't understand what I say, no?
no, I hear what you're
At
saying,
which
but
point
you're
I talk
judging
about,
something based off the players not being readily available to play in this game.
bro, that's an excuse. The player not being readily available. They could play a man in a striker role and make the play that specific way, as if the man was an actual striker. Yeah,
Okay.
he had his team playing a false nine right now. It's not playing a nine formation. They're playing a false nine with false nine tactics
Yeah.
and making the excuse that he don't have a striker there to play out play the way with a focal point. Cunha could play striker and Boomer could play a striker.
No, he
Let one
might
of
just
them
be
play the
play.
striker role. Let the
He
rest
might
of the
just
team
be.
play like they would play if they had a striker ahead of him, ahead of them.
I don't
This
necessarily.
excuse that he don't have this, he don't have that is excuses, bro. I just
Nah,
being honest.
he's just playing people to their strengths. I think that's what he's doing.
I don't even think he doing that because it's not because then he playing too many number tens on the pitch right now. And
Yeah, well,
we can't, and we're not looking like if
but
we playing,
this
it's
is
looking
the
like it's a
where.
three men trying to do three different things.
Yeah, I hear that, but this is where you iron out those issues, like in a preseason friendly.
But
This
he
is where you
creating the
iron.
issues, boy. You don't understand, no? He
Yeah, it does.
creating the issues, broski.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. But at the end of the day, this brother's leaving the club. Yeah, the club has made this decision.
Nobody don't care about the bro. What you talking about? Nobody not
Well,
talking about Rasmus Højlund, bro. That
so
is the
what? So
problem.
you're saying he's making the
Nobody
issue,
not
but
talking about
how?
Rasmus.
But how? He can only use the players he's
I
got.
certainly not talking about Rasmus Højlund. I talking
So
about the manager tactics in the game
okay,
today.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So the manager
I that is
can,
exactly and only what I talking about. The manager tactics in
and
the game
but
today.
that's what I'm talking about. He
I'm
can
not
only
talking
use the
about nothing
players.
else other than that,
I'm
broski.
talking about the same thing. He can only use the players he's got.
So
So
it's
what then?
weird. It's weird
So what then? He could
because
only use
I
the.
talking about the
You might as
manager
well put Harry
tactics in the
Maguire up
game
front then.
today at Fiorentina. When next week we playing against Arsenal,
Yeah, don't
yeah,
worry about Arsenal.
you have
Don't
three
worry
number
about it.
tens playing, and we
Yeah,
not really functioning right.
yeah, but
And the
it's
weirdest thing
probably due to when
is
we're
that
bringing
we
in
not
the signing that
functioning
we're
right,
bringing
and
in.
it's like, okay, so what we doing about that? Okay, you don't have players available. Okay, cool,
Oh,
no problem. So when
it's gonna
Sesko
take
come into
time
the
to get this
team,
guy up to
all of a sudden we
speed.
gonna play the way we supposed to play it as striker, and all will be good.
Well, yeah,
Nah, bro.
Because Xerxes injured, right? Because at the end of the day, Cunha is a newcomer into the team, and Buemo's a
Football
newcomer
don't
into
work
the
so,
team.
bro.
Ah, well, if you don't think
There's no
so, but
consistency there.
if you don't think so, but at the end of the day, you can only use the players that you've got, right? Regardless. So if my man's going to another team and they're like, well, why is he playing friendlies for? He might get injured.
Bali, you talking? Cause I can't hear what you're saying, bro.
Yo, can you
Yo,
hear me?
hold on.
Yeah.
I think I can't hear nothing.
I mean, I can see my mic.
Yo,
Yo, yo, yo,
what's
yo,
going on with
yo.
this?
I think it's you, you know. It must be you. I can hear you, you know. Yeah, nah, obviously. Yo, Mark,
Yeah,
was hearing you the whole time. You know that, right?
yeah, but I wasn't hearing you, bro.
Yeah, that's all right, bro.
So that's why I had to refresh it. 'Cause I think I did. So I don't know what went on. No, but I like, bro. I'm not mad, you know. But I just making the observation because I just looking at it from a perspective. We need to start from a point of consistency in something. So the team do something as a default. If you understand what I mean. Right now,
I
we
mean, I
just
hear
playing
you.
a 3-4-3 formation as a default. We not. really playing a system in that 3-4-3 as a default.
Yeah, but we've
Yet.
got missing components in the team. Like we're going into the season knowing that, yeah, our midfield ain't the greatest. Yeah, we're
Well, that,
going in
that
there
is that is
knowing.
no okay, but you're not hearing me. Even when we buy Belieber, understand what I want to tell you here.
Hmm.
Gatti was still at a guy game. Kobe Manu go and still play. Casimiro go
Yeah,
and still play. Yeah.
but by then we should
So the
know
problem, no, so you're not on here what I'm saying. The problem is when they get Belieber, when Belieber come out the team for the whole month of January, just like all the other players who go in AFCON and Bumo and Onana and Ahmad, the men them who coming on to replace them can't do what the manager wants, so we can't play the same way when their men gone.
they got to step up.
They can't step up then.
They
Because the
well, they got
manager not coaching them to set up and to prepare them to step up, then no.
well then sack the manager then, Mark.
No, but yeah, but you see, this is what I'm
Well,
saying.
I'm just
I'm
watching you
making a critical
complain.
observation, and we're gonna just go directly to blame the players and say them had to step up. But the manager had to prepare them to step up. This is a new
I
season,
didn't.
bro.
I didn't blame the players. I just said, well, they have to step up. Then, if these, because you're saying when the players that play the role go, we're gonna be in trouble. I said, well, they have to step up. That's it.
Well, true, but you see, you
That's
had to
it. It's
prepare them
simple.
to step up because if you don't prepare them to step up, how they go and step up? They just go and step forward.
Well, then,
Because, like,
if they're not
okay,
prepared to step up, then we need new players in there.
but
We
I
need
don't
new backup
understand.
players.
You see, this is the problem. This
No,
is
it's
that
not.
how they go and be prepared to step
Because you
up if you
can't
don't
tell
know
me
what they
your
had to do.
colleague, you can't tell me your colleague is performing, right? You've watched your colleague perform all the way
No,
up
you can't.
until
Not everybody
wait,
could do the same thing another man could do,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, that's cool. But what I'm saying is you can't tell me that your colleague has performed all the way up until AFCON and then he's gone to AFCON now and you've watched examples of him doing something week in, week out. You've probably tasted minutes on the way there and now it's your time to step up and you go missing. Nah, we need to get rid of you then if you can't do the
Yeah,
job.
but
That's it.
this is where I think that's the life and unless it's a computer game where you're making copies of players, they don't work like that. Because
Well, if it
no, I'm not
doesn't work
saying a
like
player
that, let's
can't.
buy who works
No,
like
you
that.
see, listen, understand what I'm saying here. Following my example and doing the exact same thing a man doing is two different things. You understand? Because it have some players, let me just say the alternative, he might not be left footed, he might be right footed. So to do what our guy is doing the same way he does do it, it mightn't really be ideal.
And
You
some
understand what I'm
people
saying? And
and
of
some
course,
people
we can
have
move him
bigger.
on. No problem with that because that is how the club will upgrade. But at the same time, there is still going to be some players who's going to need minutes or they need to play the way the team's supposed to play when the players all supposed to be playing that certain way. But if when two players out, you go and change the way the team play, then basically you're not coaching the team to play one way, coaching them to play a myriad of ways. You understand?
I mean, I get it, but that's life, bro. Some people have bigger magic sticks than others. You still got to cast the spell regardless. Yeah,
No,
when you get put
I
into
just saying
position.
if we lose with that myriad of thought, you can't blame players, you have to blame the manager. Because you
But
can't say the team playing a system with certain men starting, but then when them men on the team, the manager making the team play a different way and then they're losing, then they're not on the men them who coming on. They're on the
yeah, but
manager
you can
tactics.
preempt this. You can preempt this, right? Which is fine. You're well within your right to preempt this. But let's say, for argument's sake, we've seen the team perform for a sustained period of time.
Bro,
Then these brothers go to AFCON, and then all of a
Bro,
sudden the team.
that's still not changing
Hold
the
on, hold on,
argument.
hold
That's
on,
still
hold
not
on. Wait,
solving the issue.
hold on, right? So we've seen the team play well for a sustained period of time. We're going quite well in the league, and then all of a sudden, these brothers go to AFCON, and now we are playing shit. If that
That's
is the
okay.
case,
I'm asking a question, right?
hold on. Let me just land on
You
this,
see, you
right?
keep saying the same thing.
Yeah,
I
but
keep
you
telling you
because you
that doesn't
interrupted
change
me.
nothing, bro. Because
Okay,
what you saying there
don't
only
worry.
refers to the men who
No, no, say
started,
what
which
you're
he
saying.
playing
Say what you're
one way
saying. I'll
with.
just say what
But
you're
you're not
saying.
hearing me. Like
I'm
you're
not
not
gonna,
hearing what I'm saying,
but
bro.
I'm not gonna land the point. That's fine.
No,
Yeah.
but the
So
point
say
that
what
you're
you're saying.
making is the same point you
I
made
haven't even
just now.
finished. No, but I just didn't even finish it. So that's what I'm saying. You might as well say what you want to say, and then I won't even bother to land the point because you're not respecting it anyway. You know what I mean?
No, but you see, it's like this, bro. Hear me out on this, yeah? If we have the starters in the team, and the team play 15 matches with the starters in the team, and we win them 15 matches with the starters in the team. You following me good? Follow me,
I'm,
right?
I'm
Right.
following you.
Now we play 10 games, them starters not in the team. And we play 10 games, right? Now we as fans gonna assume that we supposed to be playing the same way with the starters in the team but in these 10 games. But in these 10 games, like this particular game here, he playing a different system because different players not in the team. So therefore, the team not playing the same way with the starters for the first 15 games. We're playing a whole next way. So when we lose, you can't tell me that the players not doing what the manager want, because the players doing exactly what the manager want, because he making them do something different to when he have these men them in the team. This is my observation.
Okay.
That is all I'm saying.
Unbelievable observation.
Watch
Yeah.
it and tell me if you feel I'm wrong.
No,
Because I noticed it from last
it's,
season. When
it's
certain men was
unbelievable.
unavailable, he played a different tactic. And when certain men in the team, he played a different tactic. And when
But
them certain men was in the team playing that different tactic, we was winning. When the
all right.
other men in the team and he changed something, we was losing. So then it's
So
like, to me, it's like the two teams minus these men who was there, who was missing, was playing two different tactics, bro. So their whole point of attack is two different situations. How is this
so
the same?
when we was losing a lot of games, right? And they kept on saying that the manager won't go from his tactics, right? But we was
I
losing.
wasn't saying that.
All right, but this is also the opposite argument of you're demanding that the team play the same way, even though the personnel has completely changed in a
But
way
this
where
is why we sacked
where
Ten Hag. So this is
okay,
why I say I have to
all right.
expect
So
this.
so if it doesn't work, wait,
Because
hold
your
on. If it doesn't work
excuses,
after all this money gets spent, then he'll get sacked too.
and this is
Uh-uh.
where it makes no sense for me.
Okay,
Because you can't get across what an idea for a whole team to follow that idea and play that one way, whether it be at a elite level or the men who coming off the bench not so elite level, but doing almost the same things in their own way. That takes time. That takes a lot of time. And that manager needs time. And bro, I hear it. Man United supposed to be winning things. But we in our rebuild, and in our rebuild, I do expect to win shit. I hope to win things. I hope to compete. But I do expect shit. Because we in a rebuild. It's like if I go and start building a house. I can't expect to sit down in the house after the second month and no rain wetting my head, bro. Because it's only pillars. It's still wrought iron, bro. We need pour concrete yet. Still, if you now set the foundation and set how much weight load that it need to take for the rooms on the second level, and if you're having a third level and all these things, fully get the wiring plan for the building set up, all these things so you could wire the house, everything, all these things. It's not a wait, it's a process, king. And yeah, you could cut that process with money and buy everything in advance and everything coming on time and hire 10 workers extra so all the work finish on time and delivered time and planned time. Cool. But at the same time, bro, you still can't account for weather. You still can't account for you buy 1,000 bricks and then transport 150 of the bricks mash up. So you had to order you had to buy next 300 bricks because just in case more come break. You understand what I'm saying, bro? These things just happen. And you can't predict when it going to happen. So all you could do is just hope that you're progressing and everything going according to plan, and you're checking and you're checking and you're doing your due diligence. And then when you come to the end of that building phase and you look at everything, you still might have to make a still slight tweak or something because you mightn't like something, or you still might have to, you know, add some paint to the walls because you ain't gonna want to live in a house with just concrete walls and plaster on the wall. You understand? So this is what I'm saying to you, saying to man them, bro. The manager get back this summer. We buy 4 or 5 players who will definitely improve Man United in the system he want to play. But this season, nobody's supposed to be expecting a top four because realistically, that is crazy. If we achieve it, amazing. Congratulations to the manager and the team for all the hard work. But if we get 6, bro, it's still a good season. That's just me. That's just me, bro. I being real honest. You understand? I just don't understand why they wait for a 15th place finish to make the kind of incisive clear out and structured signings that they make this summer. It's just weird to me. Only to try to sack this manager after the season if he don't get top four. That's weird. That would be really weird to me.
I mean, that's how it goes, really.
No, that's not how it goes, bro. Klopp spent 9 years at Liverpool, bro, and win one Premier League title. 9. 10 as a matter of fact. Yeah. Pep Guardiola going on what, year 9 right now? Arteta in year 6, he win a title yet. I didn't say nothing.
Um, I think at
And
Man United, that the club is a different animal, clearly. And this manager, he said that he wants to be here for 20 years. Um, I'm mad at that, right? I'm not mad at a manager saying he wants to be here for 20 years. If he's here for 20 years, he would have been successful if he was here for 20 years. Unfortunately, that 20-year dream that he has might get cut short if he has a diabolical season. Now, the club would have earmarked a certain position in the table according to the money that they're spending, right? So I'm not saying that he has to get top four, but maybe the club have set that he might have to get top four. Maybe the club want top six, right? And if that is in the aim and objections laid out at the beginning of the season when they sat him down and said, Ruben, anything other than sixth or four is unacceptable. If that's what they told him at the beginning of the season, then that's what he's got to push for. He's got one game a week. The team looks like they have more energy. The team looks like they have more work rate. They've displayed it in a few games. Um, we can score goals, unlike previous seasons. We've shown that we can't really score goals, but now we've shown that we can. We do have some new players that need time to settle in. Some their settling period will be shorter than others, right? I
I don't
believe
even believe
personally,
that, bro.
because I said some, right? Not everybody's settling in period is going to be equal,
True.
in my humble opinion. But yeah, I believe that this team they will definitely elevate from what they showed last year, way above what they showed last year. I think we played like a shit team last year, but we're not a shit team ultimately.
100%.
And
No, it wasn't. Even last year, I would say that, bro. I was just disappointed in in some of the performances because I felt like we had enough quality to win some of the games that we lost. But at the end of the day, I mean, everybody had got into this mentality that we was the shittest team on the planet, and the players was the shittest thing in the Premier League and all these things and dramas, and I was just like, that was just so weird. At the same time, I mean, like we need work, and of course, one thing I would always tell everybody, sorry, is that playing a back three formation, especially a complicated back three formation with two tens and no wingers really. Well, I mean, when you're the wing backs is actually defensive attackers, it's difficult. It's a lot of adaptation there. And as talented as a lot of some of these players are, some of them not experienced with this type of system. They don't know it. They don't know how to play it. It's a different function when you're accustomed looking over your left shoulder and you can see a man. You look over your right shoulder, you can see a man. Now when you look over your left shoulder, you see a man. But when you look over your right, it had nobody there in some instances. So, and vice versa. So for me, I just look at it from a perspective where United will be more better than there was last season, by at least 5 spaces in the Prem. We are at least at 10th right now in terms of just quality on the pitch. Yeah. With the new signings that are coming in, we should be at least 8 in terms of quality on the pitch. And if the performances could be at least a 7 out of 10 on average, we should be seeing something like a top six finish, bro. And I mean, like, I'm not expecting it, but we should be somewhere in the top eight right now, just to start off the season. Obviously, I know some people expecting some magnificent performances. I don't know if that will come in the first 10 games, but I think after Christmas is where you go see the beauty in this team.
But one thing I'd like to point out is even though we've had some decent performances, some that ain't so great, I don't think we've lost any of our games so far. I don't think so.
What's that?
I don't think we've lost any of these games so far.
On preseason?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's preseason, bro. That's a different story. Like, I mean,
No, it
like,
doesn't mean anything, but surely maybe it's a sign of things to come that we won't. It will take way more to be beating us than in previous seasons where you know teams can just turn up a little bit and beat us.
I can't say previous seasons. I could only talk about last season, to be honest, because that never happened in previous seasons, really. It's a little bit unfair to say it happened in previous seasons because it never did. Last season was the first time we lose more than 2 games in a row under any manager, bro. Yeah. So it's like what we see last season, we never see before no time. Unless we was alive when United had get relegated that time.
What's that, a German fire truck or something? Or what's that, police?
Ambulance.
Okay,
The police have a little bit more chirpy finish.
okay.
Mainline, the real blocking off somebody runs up Bruno and Cunha, boy. They're allowing certain men like Mount to run free, but when they see Bruno or Cunha get the ball, 2 men is coming like a scissors.
Mm.
But I like that because it's showing you that they're not just marking Bruno. Oh, that's a pen. That's a pen, referee. That's a pen. That man's shoulder barge Casemiro, bro. You can't believe Casemiro go and flop like that in the box. There's no way. There's no way, Balitech. I believe in Casemiro flopping in a box like that.
Mm.
Watch it. Watch it, eh? Watch this. Watch Casemiro. Watch how the force. Nah. Nah. That is not a shoulder to shoulder king. Come on, Bomo. Slot it back to Mount one time. Oh, God, Bomo. Ahmad almost didn't read that play there, you know. You see it?
No, I'm still trying to find a channel that's showing the match, bruv.
The
My
fudge.
my MUFC is not working for whatever reason. So
Try
I've been
Total Sports.
total sport. Okay.
Bro, the commentator asking what you think about Ahmad. So much talent, but it just doesn't quite work out for him like how you'd expect. What? Who is this commentator, bro? They gonna swear I pay him. Yo, Jack, I can tell you one thing, Man United finishing in top eight this season. No matter what, we finish in top eight, bro. At least six this season. We get in Europa League. I can tell you that. That much I can tell you. We at least get in Europa League this season. Sure about that. But we gotta watch out with these referees.
Imagine I was watching the game and then all of a sudden the thing just went down. And I've just been fucking looking for the match ever since. Joke.
That does happen sometimes, bro.
But that is rarely an issue for me. In fact, this is probably the longest. I have not had that issue before, you know. Even if I can't get on one channel, I get a channel pretty much instantly because I've got all these channels saved in my favorites.
Bro, I
Yeah.
guess it enter sports, bro. If you have NordVPN, you
Mm,
can get to center sports for like I think it's 40 euros for the year or 50 euros or something like that.
mm.
And you could watch all the games. Premier League games, bro. All.
This is the thing. I don't even have issues watching Premier League games. It just seems to just be the one off for today. Um, yeah, it's real weird.
That's wild. This ref playing Martin. They saying he not playing with he do all the ref come on.
Mm.
I love some of these commentators, bro. There's some of them that speak their mind. Yeah? Some of them that just go with the narrative.
You know, I hear what you're saying. And I suppose he does have a point on the Ahmad one because he's got a lot of talent, but he just needs to be so effective with it that we now yield the results. Like, there's no point in having all that talent if you're not stroking it to the top corner all the time, or you're not free balling it to a teammate, or you're not murdering man with a run, and then your action in the final third brings about a chance or a goal or whatever. So yeah, he's got a lot of talent. So I do agree with that statement. I don't think it's wild. I don't think it's outlandish, because if it was, then man will be one of the best players in the Prem. And right now he's not. Now you could argue, oh, by his age and everything else. Yeah, we can agree, but
Bro, in the Prem, it had Cesc Fabregas at 16. And you can't tell me about age, boy.
yeah, but I'm just saying that I'm just talking about an argument, right? That's another side to the argument that, oh, by his age and everything else, but also,
Bro, at 16, Cesc Fabregas was dominating for Arsenal, bro, in the midfield. In England, bro, nah, King. And he did come from Spain. Nah, King.
yeah,
Don't tell
but
me about Ahmad can't be doing
Fabregas was a
more than what he doing now, bro.
Fabregas was a generational talent. So it's a mad comparison still.
But they
Fabregas,
don't call this one the Ivorian Messi.
yeah, but
So
that's
that
what they
doesn't mean
call
he
him.
generational too.
That just means he plays a certain way that they can admire. That doesn't mean he's generational. You could
Okay.
be you could be a poorer version of Cristiano. That doesn't mean that you're on the same level. Just because they attached his name to, like, it's just like a style of play, isn't it? That doesn't mean that you use it effectively in every situation.
I think he remind me more of a Edgar Davids than a Messi, yes.
Who? Ahmad.
Yeah.
I don't see no Edgar Davids in him at all.
Well, I mean, Edgar David was known for winning the ball and carrying it forward and creating chances.
Yeah, but I think the technical ability on Edgar Davids was out of this world. I mean, for me personally, like, I didn't just look at him as somebody who destroyed. I looked at him as someone who oozes technique, oozes.
Nah,
Like,
yeah, well, you did lose technique. He was a beast. But that's what I'm saying. This is why. But I don't know why. That's why. Because bro, it's just the way he's playing. Man say, man call our offside. The commentators arguing to say his head was offside. Yes,
mm,
but I mean your head in play. If he hand off, is he hand? Hold on, bro.
all right, cool.
Let me take grab a charger.
Cool. Yeah, guys, big up to everyone in the chat. How we finding the match right now? Are you guys happy with what you're seeing? What substitutions do you think the manager needs to make, if any? And who are you eager to see start in the starting lineup in the future? Um, for me, I like to see Sesko come into this team and see what he's able to bring to this attack, and then we can play players in their right positions, or in their strongest positions, so we can look real good. But that's just me. Think in terms of the match. Last time I saw the match going on, it gave me a mid sort of energy. It's mid, like it's not spectacular. It's not really shit, but that's just me. But obviously, it is a friendly. You got to bear that one in mind. Who's your man of the match so far, guys? Let me know. Who are you rating from our set of players?
Ooh, Harry Maguire, boy. Harry Maguire go get my man of the match goal today.
That's Mark's man of the match. You heard it here first. Harry King Maguire, as it was said. Um, Mark's trying to get in there with Slabhead.
I was just like, I forgot to mute the mic. And Maguire, what? I take a big shot forward there. Yeah?
Mm,
Look good there, bro. I mean, like, you know, this is the same thing. This is what I be talking about. Maguire is not a striker. The man taking better shots than certain strikers, bro. And he don't play striker. But he could shoot.
yeah, he's got some ability. Yeah, he's got ability. He just hasn't got the pace, but he's got ability. I think if he had the pace and he was press resistant, I'll give him a new contract. But you don't really have these things. Don't get me wrong, he has other things. Like he's a weapon in the box, absolute weapon.
True.
This guy, the Leon game was an example of Harry Maguire just being a dangerous guy in the box. Last minute goals like that.
Erland coming on.
What are you saying? You're expecting a performance now, yeah?
No, bro. I just read in the chat. I know the game, you know. It's a man of the game. Eden Haven is down. Goes and smash the ball into his teammates' back. And the referee has blows the game for Eden Haven to get some treatment.
There's something about this kid going down. Like when he goes down, you just think the worst. There's a few times he's gone down, and I thought, "Oh, I hope it's not a bad one."
Yeah, young fella still growing.
So is it bad of me to say he needs to get in the gym and toughen up?
Well, you gotta run first. You gotta get yourself used to his size, bro.
Mm.
When you run into a dude knee, he's got a dead leg, bro. I will go on with you.
Mm.
You got the little cubby man who comes onto the park. Tillit as well. Luke Shaw. The manager makes 4 substitution, guys. Diego Dallo, Kobe Menu, Delit, and Luke Shaw all coming onto the park. Casemiro off for Kobe Menu. Maguire off for Delit. Luke Shaw comes on for Aiden Heaven. And Brandon Bremo departs by Diego Dallo. Believe that Ahmad will be going into the 10. Dallo will be going into the right wing back role, it looks like. We shift our back 5 then, basically.
Mm.
That's so unfortunate. Man United playing our back 5 at Old Trafford. Okay. Nah, nah.
So what do you expect the managers to do?
We're Manchester.
No,
Bro, this
what
Manchester
should he do?
United,
Yeah, so what should he have done? I'm
brother.
just asking for the solution.
You're supposed to bring on a symbol of the attacking players, bro.
And who's there to do that? Who could facilitate that?
You have Anthony, they bring him out the bomb squad.
Okay.
Oh, Bruno wasn't decisive there about getting Mason Mount that true ball, bro.
Mm.
But Mason also make a bad run. He was supposed to arc run to the right. So Bruno would have played that forward pass and not had to curve the ball to him.
Hmm. I almost got gassed. I almost got gassed for no reason. I thought I found a match, but it's Man United versus Chelsea. It's like some old match.
Uh, Bro, why does Ahmad wait for Dorgu to run onto the ball before he's running into the free space in the box, bro? He's supposed to be done running into the box. If you understand what I mean there, bro.
Mm,
It's like you wait for Dorgu to see the pass, then to run into the box. When the defender done seeing what Dorgu want to do, when you supposed to be done in the box to receive the ball before Dorgu touch the ball. You understand?
mm,
Because Dorgu be the man, and as he run down to get the ball, Ahmad standing on top of the box watching him. He's supposed to be making a dart and run going straight, just run straight into the box. That ball coming across, you must run onto it. It's like, bro, you can't coach that boy.
mm,
You can't coach them thing, bro. And you as an attacking player, if you don't know that, if you don't know you had a drift in that moment into that box, into the space in the box, you shouldn't be playing in attack, bro. Telling you. And I mock her, and bro, like you see, the Hoyland don't have that. So I can't even criticize him, but this brother supposed to be the man who was the best player last season according to most fans. Yeah, you need to watch some film, bro. Bro, that he make that run there, bro. He scoring, King.
mm.
I tell you, he walking into the net, bro. A easy goal, boy. Man doesn't want to score the easy goals, boy. Why, boy? Why man doesn't want to score easy goals, boy? You can tell
I,
me.
I think that's what they got to learn because in Almeron's previous team, they got the easy goals down packed. Easy goals, bow. Easy goals, bow. They just
Bro,
learn. They just learn it.
bro, I
These man
hear
want to
that,
score the
You
spectacular.
can learn, But
You got,
broski, them is things you're supposed to know, boy. You're not coming from the academy, boy. You're playing at the elite level of football. How is that foul? Referee, how is that foul? How is that foul? The man tried to fall on Dogu. I want to defend Dogu here for the first time. The man trying to fall on Dogu after he get beat for pace. He falling on Dogu. Boy, where the I will cuss this ref, boy. Mason Mount take a turn like a Mack truck day, boy. Oh, goal! How do you miss that? Cunha, how you miss that, King? How you miss that? That's supposed to be low and hard in the box. Yeah, good defending, but come on, Cunha. That ball's supposed to go back where it come from in the bottom corner of the net, not back across to the back corner of the net. Good defending from Fiorentina there. Bro, you don't score against David De Gea, bro. You trying to score ahead against David De Gea up close, Lenny? Nah, you don't know who David is, bro. What going on with Lenny, boy? What going on with Lenny there? Lenny don't know who's David or? Nah. Lenny, y'all hit that ball down, bro. David De Gea, you know, King. Eh,
Would you ever bring him back?
brother, I would have never sell him in the first place. I was never. If Onana was the
No,
option,
I
I
hear
was
that,
never
but I'm
buying
saying, would you
Onana,
bring
bro.
him back? Would you
Huh?
bring him back? I hear that, but what I'm saying is, would you bring him back?
Of course. If
So
it
David
means
De
I get him to
Gea,
kick Onana out of the club, I'll bring him back one time.
David De Gea. Let's say he's gone, right? So you got the choice of David De Gea, Donnarumma, and Diego Costa. Who you getting?
David De Gea, bro. It's not my argument, bro.
Mm.
Well, Nero, I realized it wasn't it wasn't a miss, but I don't know, but to me, the easiest goal to score is to send that ball back where it come in the same direction you're running, kick it to the corner that you're facing. Not try to pull it to slap it back, but at the end of the day, the two defenders lied on cross the goal, so it wasn't going either side. Big block.
Mm.
But I mean, it is what it is. I don't know about that. We got it coming on for Mason Mount. The shittest number 7 I ever seen in my life. But I won't lie. Even Memphis Depay representing number 7 better than Mason Mount King. And he
What about,
wasn't good.
what about Michael Owen?
He has Stouser, bro. I don't rate him at all. He's not a United legend neither.
But you said you said something about the shittest number 7, so I wanted to pick your brain about Michael Owen.
He and Mason Mount tie for shittest number 7. Bro, I don't like Michael Owen one better, bro. I just want to put that on there.
No, I don't really care for Michael Owen. Well, I just remember when he was number 7.
No,
I,
I think that he getting the number was the start of when United was think to themselves they could just give a player this number who famous. Cause he never really was out of this world at Man United.
mm,
He was out of this world at Liverpool. I have to say. At Man United,
I
yeah.
think he I think he was pretty decent at Real Madrid as well.
Yeah.
And then I think when he went to Newcastle, he was decent over there for maybe the first season or the second season, and then after that, he went the guy no more.
Yeah.
But he obviously Liverpool was the best part of his career. That's when he was doing anything he wanted.
Bro,
Real Madrid, he was more of a backup to the better players over there. And then when he come back to Newcastle, he was the guy. But I think he had a lot of injury issues when he went over there. And then Alex Ferguson just said, "Yo, how you fancy warming the bench at Old Trafford? Do you want to win the Premier League?" And he said, "Yo, boss, I never won the Premier League before, you know." And up until then, he was like one of the few Scousers that had won the Premier League at the time.
yeah.
I think like the rest of them. They remember these brothers, all that Gerrard and all these man. They all retired with no Premier League, and Michael Owen was one of the only ones that actually was able to get one. He got it through Man United. Same thing
But
with
you know the gear
Van
coming off. The
because
gear coming off, yes.
yeah,
It's
because I
true
think
that
they got
they offer him a contract or
I don't know. Well, I think they're trying to give him a send off, though, isn't it? Because I don't think when he got kicked out of the club, he just got dashed out of the club. He never really got a send off for all the years that he played for United.
True.
But that's the same thing that happened to Ferdinand. He never really got a send off either. There's a few man that ain't had send off. They just get kicked out of the club.
True.
And these men get told the time when they get told that, oh, we're not going to renew your contract or whatever, they tell them so late. So it's not like they could do the whole farewell thing with the fans.
True. Bro, I never thought I'd see the Man United play a back five at Old Trafford, bro. Don't get me wrong, man.
I think they're just trying things, though. I mean,
I
I'm
never
not mad.
want to experiment with that, bro. Teams
Yeah,
that
but
play
I'm
a
not.
back five is not teams that is win shit.
Yeah, but what's it like? We're rebuilding, so you
Yeah,
have to.
but a back five is for small clubs, bro. It's not for big clubs.
Okay, yes, I agree, but you have to be prepared for every eventuality. You
Yeah.
might come up against a team that are way better than you, playing way better than you, and you
And
don't
no
want to
team
get
that
smoked.
exists like that.
And you don't want to get smoked.
And no team exists like that, brother.
You say that, but then once you start seeing the season start and you see one team doing 5-0, 4-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0,
They're not doing that
6-0,
against me,
then
right? So then
no,
they're not doing that against me, right?
no,
Okay,
but
cool.
I'm saying
All right, cool.
once you see a team doing that, you have to be prepared for every eventuality, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the example you give do exist. Do have a team that's so much better than United in the world, and United need to play a back five.
I'm talking about what they're doing to other teams. Then once they play us, the aim is
So
not to
let me
get
ask you a
rid.
question. So you accepting a manager who go and start a
It's
back five
not.
against a team?
It's not about accepting a manager. It's about playing towards the strengths of the game that's going to happen in front of you. You go winning Lily, yeah, thinking that yeah, we could just beat anyone. We could just do any attacking tactics against anyone, and then you go and do a Ten Hag,
But
yeah, lose 7-0 like you did to Liverpool. Then, bro, to me, that's a sackable offence, isn't it? I don't want to see you lose 7-0. I don't give a
let me
fuck.
tell you something, yeah.
I don't care. I don't want to see you lose 7-0.
But you see that? You see all of that talk? That man lost 7-0. In that season, he must have lose a what, 4 or 5 games that whole season? Nah, me not having that disrespect.
It's not
Me not having
disrespect.
that.
We lost 7-0. That is a disrespect.
Yeah, but we lost 7-0 with that team. Small thing, the second game or the third game of the
Nah,
man
7-0.
career as
Losing
manager.
7-0
I
ain't a
don't care
small
about
thing,
that.
bro. Losing 7-0 ain't no small thing, bro.
Bro, we lose
Yeah.
4-0 about 5 or 6 times on now, I remember, bro. We lose
Yeah,
by
and
4 goals or 3 goals or more. We lose by 3 goals or more. About 10 games a season, King. You mad,
bro,
bro?
I don't rate that either. I don't rate that either. Yeah. I criticized the manager for losing all of them games. But what I'm saying to you is because a man is experimenting with a back five, yeah, to me that doesn't mean anything. You have to play the
Mm.
game. You have to play the game, not the occasion. Yeah. So if we meet a team that is bitch slapping everyone, you need to be prepared in order not to get bitch slapped. Simple.
I know.
We're
But
not
what
there
I
yet.
say is,
You're there talking about how we're rebuilding and don't expect this and don't expect that. Well, if we're not going to expect it and we know that there's going to be problems ahead, at least be prepared to do what is necessary. Now, is his main team going to be setting up in the back five? No, it's not. But you have to be prepared for if the team is going to be under the cosh or if the team is playing against a team that's in scintillating form, then it makes sense that you go out
nah, it
there,
never makes
try
sense to
to
play a back
stifle
five
them.
as a Man United team, bro.
Well,
Not
well,
5-4.
well. Then that's your opinion, then, because as far as I'm concerned, yeah, that's the system that the manager plays. And if he uses that as a weapon in order not to lose the game, I'm not mad at.
That's not a
I'm not
weapon,
mad.
bro.
I'm not
That's
mad.
not a weapon, bro.
If we need a point,
That's
if we need a
a glorified low block, bro.
well, whatever. I'm not really bothered. Like you have your own thought, and I have my own thought. Whatever. Well, right now, I know that we're not the best team. So if a man is experimenting in a
Man,
back five, I'm not bothered.
bro.
You literally gone from being realistic to being unrealistic in an instant. That's a
Brother, some ask that
that's
question now, bro.
that's a full circle moment.
Bro, so back because I tell you playing our back five is a disrespect to Man United.
Well, not really, because that's his system.
Brother,
He
our
plays
back
three
five is
four
for
two.
small clubs like MK Dons on them brothers, bro. You telling me about boy? You mad?
No, no, this
Ah, no,
I
hey,
don't.
bomber clad.
The system is the system, bruv. If he's playing it, he's experimenting. Doesn't matter. Yeah. If we play a team like Real Madrid as an example, and we beat them with a back five, I'm not mad at it, bro. If we beat another team like a Man City or a Barcelona with a back five, I'm not mad at it, bro. Yeah. If it means that we win, I don't care. Do I want to see that every game? No. But up against certain
Bro,
teams, you might
the
have to
men
play
them
it.
who they know why I'm saying this, bro, because men them like great one who wanted to sack Ten Hag, go and back this now, but was manager out when the manager was doing that before. So I just
Well,
wanted to put it
you
out
weren't.
there for them men them because
Yeah,
I
but
had
you have
to
to
make sure them
understand.
fellas
You have to
remember
understand.
all the
You have,
things that they said and done.
yeah, but they were sick of his foot. Bro, you have to understand, yeah. As much as I back Ten Hag, yeah, the football that I wanted to see, I never saw it. And I was still backing him because I thought eventually we'll get it right by signing the players that we're supposed to sign in order to facilitate the football that I saw when he was at Ajax. Unfortunately, I only saw a handful of games with that Ajax style of play. And I backed
Oh.
him the whole way through. I backed him even
Yeah,
when
but
they
they,
signed
but
him, I was
we win
disappointed.
stuff though, and when
Yes,
they
we
did
did
sign the
win
players
stuff.
that would have
But then
make the
he's no
system
different
work,
from Jose
they sack
Mourinho
him
in that sense.
they
Then
sack him 7 games later.
no,
So
he did win stuff, but then he's no different from Jose Mourinho in that sense. Then, yeah, you've foregone the pretty football or the attractive football for the result. And while I can say, cool, you're a results manager now, yeah, long term, I'm not gonna be happy with the way we're playing. Yeah,
yeah, but they not no long
some bag
term
of
because
titles.
really and
Yeah,
truly,
some
he
bag of
was trying
titles,
to
some
build
bag,
the
some
team
cup.
into to build the team to what it was, but he wasn't getting the
But
signings
I
he
was
needed.
prepared. I was prepared to wait for that. So there's no point in telling me the excuses. They sacked him. I was prepared to wait for that because I felt like once he get everything that he needed, that he would be able to play the attractive football eventually. But for me, it didn't happen. And the football that I was subjected to watching was bullshit. It was bullshit. It weren't good. But I hoped that eventually it would just get better. But it didn't. It got worse. So at the end of the day, like I didn't agree with the sacking because I felt like the guy's a solid manager. He's got a winning mentality and everything else, and he just needed the right personnel around him. And maybe he made a mistake by not signing the players from where he signed them from. And maybe he should have started off his project with Premier League proven players and then built outwards from there. Because now we've got a few of these players in the bomb squad. We're trying to get rid of them. And some more of these players is going to end up going as well. So at the end of the day, it's left me with more answers than questions. I mean, more questions than answers. Sorry, over his time at the club. So it is what it is at the end of the day. Ruben could end up going down that same road if he initially doesn't get the results. But Ineos is also big on performances. Ineos want to see performances. If we don't perform, boy,
No, well, them I don't know what performances they see, but
well, like I said, they were sticking it on Ten Hag for performances. So if we don't perform, then I don't know what's going to happen with this gaffer. So we just have to watch the space and hope that these brothers are able to fulfill the prophecy that Manchester United will be great once again. Yeah, we have to hope and pray that we're on track for that project 2028. That 21 is coming. The 21st Premier League title is coming. We have to hope that that is coming. We have to hope that one
not
day
this
again
season, brother.
we will play
I
a
guess we
Champions
thinking
League.
about that this season.
No, I said we have to hope that we're on track for 2028. That's got nothing to do with this season. It's just about being on track. Yeah. We have to hope that we are there. We have to hope that one day we will win the Champions League again. We have to hope for all of these things.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope for all of these things, bro. I just thought that I just feel like it will take a little bit longer because I feel like we at the fronts we doing a rebuild two different ways. Last time we was doing the rebuild, we was doing it trying to get results and trying to build going along. This time we focusing on getting the performance right before we go forward. So it could take longer this way.
Well, I back whatever the strategy is, I back it. If they're like, yo, we need performances, go out there and perform, guys. No excuses. We want performances. If that's the narrative, let's start working hard and let's start performing. Let's start entertaining the fans, especially because these men are trying to build a new stadium. We ain't trying to go to no new stadium with no shit football. We need good football. We need champagne
Good
football.
football, champagne football don't win titles, King.
It doesn't matter. Champagne titles won football under Champagne football won titles under Sir Alex Ferguson. Yeah,
Never.
Champagne football.
Alex
Yeah,
Ferguson never played champagne football all season, bro. Don't come and give me that
to
nonsense, King.
me, the football was champagne. Yeah, a football team that's connected to each other, that know where each
Yeah, but
other's
that's
at,
not what
that know.
champagne football means
To
now.
me,
So I'm not
to
even
me,
bothering. I'm
to
not even
me,
bothering.
To me, that's
Okay,
champagne
okay.
football. A team that knows what they're doing, that's competent, is champagne, bruv. Yeah. A team that plays bullshit ball, yeah, scumbagging fucking 1-0s, that ain't no champagne, bruv. Yeah. When you go out and you bitch slap a team, you score 4 or 5 goals. To me, that's champagne, bro.
Yeah, but then, bro, Man United had plenty. Anyway, me not to say yeah, because what I could tell you is we further away from champagne football right now.
Well, I don't entirely disagree with that unless I start see unless this but then at the same time we're talking before the season's even started. We don't even know
Well, I
what the
mean, based
season's
off
gonna
of what
entail.
we do last season, we were further away from that kind of football than 2 seasons before.
Oh well, then we got rid of certain man and then we brought in certain man. So I'm not even mad at it. We should improve drastically. Yeah, because Ten Hag finished second. Yeah. I'm sure one of his seasons he finished second, right?
The first season.
All right, and he had the likes of who? Anthony and Rashford in the attacking areas. He had Rasmus Højlund up front with Martial in and out of the team from his one leg, right? So at the end of the day, if their man can get second, Cunha and Mbuemo coming into the team, fucking Benjamin Sesko coming into the team, potential believer, bro. One game a week. These men need to just get it right. That's it. They just need to get it right. So further away, we don't know how further away we are. We have to wait and see. I'm not gonna preempt no bullshit. I'm not gonna overhype where we should be. I think I said it before that I ain't really gonna make no predictions on the season until the transfer window closes because I need to know who is going to be here playing next season in order for me to try and accurately predict a rough sort of landing spot for this team to finish. Um, yeah, I don't. I feel like with I can't really go off what we have so far because if I go off what we have so far, it could skew the final results when if we sign another 3, 4 players as an example, even though we probably won't sign 4 players, but just an example. Yeah, we could sign another 2 top level players, and to me, that if we sign another 2 top level players, to me, it could be potentially top 4. It just depends on what players they are. It could be, and when I say top 4, it could be any space in that top 4. Some people, when people say top 4, I think a lot of the time those people mean fourth place. They don't mean, they say top 4, but to me, when somebody says top 4, it just means fourth place. But if I say top 4, I mean from 1 to 4.
I mean too, but you know what I mean. Right now we're not in that mode where we're ready to compete for that, in my opinion.
Um, I've like I said, over the course of the season, you don't know how these games are gonna pan out. People could start losing games. Some teams could be tired due to traveling and you
Yeah,
play
that's
the
what I say.
Champions
So,
League
but you
and
see,
everything else.
the thing is, bro, you'll have plenty people who telling themselves they feel like United should win this or should compete here, or if we, or like Great One earlier saying if the manager don't get top 4, then sack him. I like, bro, I can't hear that, bro. In this moment, season and start, of course, we make good signings. We have to see how this go through, how this develop in the next couple months, bro. The really and truly, bro, I wouldn't make any stiff denominations on the manager and where the team should finish until I see where we are at Christmas, bro. In honest opinion, being real, because for me, the first 10 games gonna be United finding chemistry in this with this new team, finding a formula with the new start with the new players, the new starting lineup, what works, what don't work. You know, hello,
Yo,
yeah. So that's just me.
um, I mean, I hear you still. Imagine.
Snappy Dragons. No one cares about a Snapdragon Cup, bro. No one cares about the Snapdragon Cup, bro. Bruno's like, what is this shit? Yeah. Guys, interesting. Man United wins the Snapdragon Cup. You know what I'm saying?
May I
Let's see
ask
how it
you?
goes. What?
You're saying we won the Snapdragon Cup, yeah? But may I ask you, because of my coverage of the game, how did we win this Snapdragon Cup?
I don't even know.
Didn't we draw?
We won on penalties.
Okay, who scored the final goal?
Kobe Menu.
Killer Kobe.
Bro, a laser beam in the right corner in that back. Goalkeeper went right and the ball went right, but the ball was there before he could even reach.
Mm.
It's one of them runs, bro. Like, the man run up, you see the man kick in action, and you just see that bulge at the same time, and it's like, you know?
Yeah, yeah. When a brother set his mind on ending your life if you touch the ball, then just know it's more than likely gonna go into the back of the net.
You know?
Yeah, he had his heart set on that. I don't blame him.
Kobe Mainoo's a winner, bro. What you
Yeah,
know what I mean? He's a man that's win things. It's not the first time he win a cup. This is the smallest cup he win, to be fair.
you know what's funny? This is a piss take, right? So I've spent the whole match looking for the match, right? I've spent pretty much the whole match looking for the match because it was working at first, and it just stopped working. Now the game's done. I've gone back to MUTV, and the flipping thing is working. Absolute
Maybe you should have
joke.
always just refresh your page, bro.
Bro, I refreshed it. I done bare things. The thing's not work. The thing just weren't
Bro,
working, bro.
bro, I don't even want to pull this comment up, boy. Bro, I don't, bro. Hey, listen, yeah. You see that gif about the man with the jump kick? That's why I want to hit great one right now talking this shit. This shit.
So these men are just clapping their fans.
Yeah, I mean, what they gonna do
What?
again?
What? They didn't bring Rasmus onto the field.
Look Rasmus there in the green shirt, bro.
No, no. I mean, he didn't play. He's
Nah.
wearing the sub bib.
Yeah, he didn't play.
Why the manager doing him like that for, man? He must can get at least a little cool 10, 15 minutes, no?
Bro, the manager will do what the manager will do.
So the manager's trying to get him out the club. I don't agree with this, Mark. Like, how can we save him? Should we petition? What should we do?
Brother,
I
I'm a
can, I
sending
can,
you. Don't be on that. You see that? You see that, brother? I is not the guy. I am not that guy, bro. I'm not. It's not all that deep with me. Hey, you two face boy. Hey, you should act as two face, bro. You Batman need the villain. Look the
oh,
actor here. Look the actor there.
I
Telling you, broski.
listen, listen.
Brother, this man
I'm not being
is
funny, yeah, but
brother.
I tell people every time they try to paint those pictures of me, I tell people, listen, you
You
need
is Two
people like
Face
me,
Crew
yeah.
King, a
You
hundred
need people
percent.
like me, yeah, so you can point your fucking fingers and say that's the bad guy, yeah. You need people
Nah,
like me.
you want people to think they could point the fingers and say you's the bad guy, bro.
Hey, listen, I don't mind being the bad guy, bro. I don't mind it, my G. Listen, Rasmus has to go. Yeah, big up to everyone in the chat, but hopefully you guys have felt my pain all season long. Rasmus has to go.
Hey,
He's the
hey,
fittest
hey, brother.
striker
Let me
I've
tell you
ever
something.
seen
Don't forget some of
play.
the things you say last season, cause I ain't forget that, brother. And this season, you better hope that they come true, because, brother, you will be held accountable. Yeah,
Yeah, whatever. I'm happy
you
to
will
be
be
held
held
accountable.
accountable
You
for your
see me, yeah?
promotion.
Anything I say, yeah, it doesn't mean that my opinion must be above the team. My opinion doesn't matter as long as the team is winning and doing the job that they're supposed to be doing.
Good to
But if
know.
if the team is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, I will be looking at certain man with a bombastic side eye. I will
Bro,
be
I looking
thinking,
at
hold
great.
on.
One with that bombastic side. I trying to tell me, man, this manager had 3 trophies, boy. You looking for somebody to strangulate this our great one. Morning, Luan. Big up to Luan, you know. All players presented today. All players were presented today, Luan. Sesko was presented, Cunha and Bumo, as well as Diego Leon. And of course, David De Gea was honored, you know, received a plaque from Bruno, his best friend at Man United. Of course, it's going to be an interesting one. Man United drew 1-1, one on penalties. Kobe Mainoo scoring the most important penalty that won the game. You know what I mean?
That's what I wanted to know because initially I didn't know because I missed the beginning of the match. So obviously, big up to Luan for letting us know that Sesko was presented on the pitch. I really wanted to know that, so I'll be looking for those clips
Bro,
later.
you didn't hear me talking about the men them getting presented at the beginning of the stream, bro.
Bro, I weren't here in the beginning of the stream.
Oh, wild, 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 wild. Big up, big up. Guys, it was an interesting one. We'll be back again tomorrow. Of course, we'll be discussing possibilities of Belieber this week and other things. Of course, we will react to the match. I know some of you might want to watch the match a second time. Some of you might want to, you know, enjoy the Saturday. It's the nice weather out. I'm going to get out and do some necessary stuff. It's Saturday. Got to go make some groceries now. But big up to you guys. Hope you guys have a great afternoon. And of course, I will see you guys tomorrow or later on. Who knows? Maybe I'll bring some transfer updates later on this evening. Keep your notifications on, guys, and don't forget to smash the likes. It was a pleasure bringing this watch along, and your boy MarkN and Bali Tech. We will be back another day.